Gold prices are slightly higher on Thursday morning after we've seen a difficult week for the yellow metal. Here to talk to us about that is Ed D'Agostino. Ed, thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning.
So Ed, we're seeing a little bit of a bounce back. It's not huge considering that we had a deep drop earlier this week. What are you making of the movements right now?
What I'm making of the movements is I think that you're seeing a continuation of traders, larger investors that have been investing in paper metal versus physical metal, and you're seeing them exit their trade. And I think that they were investing not really for the base case that a lot of physical investors invest for. Debasement of fiat currency, quantitative easing. Those are the reasons why most investors in physical metal are buying today. I think that you're seeing the speculators that were just looking at an opportunity exit that trade, and that's putting downward pressure on price.
So Ed, a lot of the physical support that we get in the gold price does come from Asia, and right now we're not seeing that kind of support that we did see in April when the paper markets crashed earlier. What's going on?
Well, you got to remember you had a big sale on physical metal back in April, and so I think that a lot of buyers loaded up. And so I think that there's not quite as much pent-up demand as there was before. I don't see that as a bad sign. In general, globally, demand for physical has gone up. At the Hard Assets Alliance, where we sell physical metal, demand has gone up quite a bit. So our base is mainly North American, about 80%, and our volumes are up about 75% over 2 weeks ago. So demand is up, but it's not up as high as it was after the April drop.
So I'm wondering, with a lot of questionable economic data coming out of China, and of course some of the premiums that are the taxes that are being put on imports of gold in India, do you see these as hurdles down the road?
I see them as short-term hurdles, but long-term drivers of price support. You can't, if people want to own gold, particularly in India, where it's very cultural, they're going to own gold. And over time, you'll see that that pent-up demand, they'll find a way around it. So I think that long-term, it is positive, actually, for gold price.
And finally, Ed, what can you tell investors about the premiums of precious metals right now in this really turbulent market?
Sure. Premiums on the physical side are relatively stable right now. They're fairly normal. So an eagle should be around 5-6% above spot. Silver, on the other hand, for sovereign minted coins, the premiums have shot up. I mean, sovereign mints are basically producing just-in-time inventory, and so it doesn't take much in a demand change to drive up the price of a silver coin. So this morning, eagles are trading for 25% plus over spot, so pretty significant.
All right, Ed, thanks so much for your take.
Thanks, Joe.
For The Street, I'm Joe Deaux.